Welcome back to Staten Island Airfield. We're out here today to do something a little different, something a little bit nuts. Today I want to test the durability of the Foxier toroidal props by having a crash. It's going to be a fairly short video. Going to go out for a little flight, just feel out the props once again, and then I'm going to drive it straight into the grass. So without further ado, let's get up in the air. This is probably the last time you're going to see these props in this shape. So basically what the goal is I'm going to go out and fly my practice drone. There's no GoPro on it. I'm trying to keep it as light as possible just so these fly as good as possible. I'm gonna go out, do like a general cruise around just to make sure everything feels okay. And then I'm going to go head first into the reeds that are at one end of the field. I'm gonna go at kind of like a medium pace, not too crazy because I want it to be relatively easy to recover. But I also want to hit that foliage hard, at least hard enough. And then we're gonna see how these blades did. And after that, if they're still perfectly fine, we're gonna have a crash on the grass that's a lot harder. And I don't think there's any way these props are gonna survive at least the second crash. But either way, let's get up in the air and see how it does. Overall, drone feels good. Feeling quick. I've never been so nervous about purposefully crashing a drone, just because it feels so just weird, I guess, to me. So I think the spot we're gonna choose is right here by me. I think we're gonna choose this spot right here where the vegetation is pretty thick. And it's also gonna be fairly easy to retrieve this. But I'm gonna go in full speed. I'm gonna try to disarm basically as soon as I hit the wall. But here we go. Oh, this is so... yeah. Wow, that's uncomfortable. Okay, let's pull you off here. I'm gonna bring you along with me as we go retrieve this quad. There we go. Oh, can't go that way. So we're just gonna cruise out this way and we're gonna go find... Realizing now I probably should have brought my freaking remote with me. Cause beeper. Did I see right there? Okay. Oh, is this the spot where it went in? Oh no. It's not the spot where it went in. That's a giant hole. Wish I had known about that. Okay. Now I see it. Yeah. They survived. I'm actually pretty shocked. Well, I guess let's crash it into the ground now. Drone's back on the table. We're gonna fire it back up and now we're gonna crash into the ground. Oh, I've never been so nervous. Such a dumb idea, but. Forgot I flipped it into acro mode by, or angle mode by accident, but okay. This feels so weird. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to build up my confidence to fly a drone into the ground. What I may do is just disarm over the field right there. Okay. The anxiety from doing that is ridiculous. Never crash your drones on purpose. It's a real bad idea. Okay, come with me. So let's go walk out and see how that drone did. I mean, honestly, if they just bend and they don't break, I would say the durability of these props is pretty good. I thought they were just gonna snap or blow apart, but not sure I'm ready for this. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I already crashed the drone. What am I gonna do? And this is not the first time I've crashed this drone either. I drove it into the roof of a tractor trailer. Oh, please tell me it's like deeper than I thought it was. Oh my goodness. I thought it was just gonna be resting against the side of the... Did I really not bring my controller once again? And I can't find it? Ugh, I feel so dumb. Can I see the field? No. Okay. Not quite sure how that one ended in deeper, but yeah, they're a little bent. Let's get back to the table. So here are the props after the crash. This one's a little pinched in. It doesn't look like I can actually bend it back, so I would say this prop is actually completely destroyed. This one actually survived pretty okay. This was on the top side that hit. This one, like the other side, is bent to the point where I don't think I could bend it back. And this one has a little crease in it. But overall, they actually survived pretty well. I'm gonna try to do a quick hover test to see if it'll still hover. But I would definitely say this prop is destroyed. This prop is changed shape and destroyed. And the other two are pretty much okay. But pretty surprising result overall. So let me hover test it real quick. And there we go. So that's basically what happens when you crash the toroidal props. They don't blow apart like I expected. They were actually surprisingly resilient to both a vegetation impact as well as a crash onto the grass. I didn't go crazy. I wasn't gonna crash it on concrete because I'm not gonna destroy my drone for absolutely no reason. Get real close, but not completely on purpose. That was probably the most mild crashes on both cases because I disarmed before I actually hit anything. So with the motor spinning, I think it probably could have been worse. I don't know that it would have changed the actual outcome for the props, but I think there would have been more bending and more damage because in both cases, the motors wouldn't have been spinning and actually hitting the object that I crashed into. Just a thought, I just want to put that in there before I wrapped up. Either way, I was really shocked how the props held up. They bent a little bit. There probably at least two of them are unusable. When I did that quick hover test, you saw it sounded awful and it didn't really feel good. And in the goggle view, it was very jittery. Like it was just, the camera looked like it was flopping around. It was jiggling so much. So as for the durability, I think they are shockingly durable. They are going to fly home even if you have a big crash. I tried turtle moding. The vegetation that I hit has some bamboo in it. So when it hits, it is going to do some damage, and it definitely has broken 3-inch props from both Gemfan and HQ when I've flown here before. So take that with what it is. I would definitely say are durable. Would I fly them in freestyle? Absolutely not. Because again, one crash and they're more or less destroyed. They may not be broken apart or blown apart in kind of a fancy and exaggerated way, but you still can't really fly those props anymore. It's good enough to get you home, but not good enough to keep flying on them. So I think once again, my conclusion is if you're flying kind of a lightweight, cruisy FPV build, check out those toroidal props. They're actually really cool, especially on lighter builds where it doesn't impact the flight characteristics as much. If you're flying freestyle, if you're flying a heavier drone, if you're flying in really like gnarly areas, probably stay away from them, especially if you don't have to worry about how your drone sounds. I don't think there's any real reason to switch to the Toroidal props. They don't really feel like they fly any better. They don't feel like they have more performance or responsiveness. So I would give them overall a big no for freestyle, yes for cinematic cruising, especially if you're on a lighter weight quad. If you're on a heavier quad for that cinematic cruising, just fly traditional 3-blade or 4-blade props. You're better off, and you'll change the sound characteristic a little bit when you go to 4-blade props anyway. So with all that said, thank you for joining me in this video. Hopefully you found it at least amusing, if not enjoyable or informative. As always, let me know down in the comments, what did you think? Did you expect to see more carnage? Did you expect them to blow into a million pieces like I expected them to? And also, again, have you flown Toroidal props and have you crashed with them? What was your experience? As always, give me a like if you enjoyed the video, and give me a subscribe. It helps me in the algorithm, helps me grow the channel, all that fun stuff. Thank you. Oh, and actually one more thing, because I always have to mention this, down below there are Amazon affiliate links to all of the stuff that I've used to make these videos. They don't cost you anything extra, but they do help support this channel and help me do things like randomly crash my drone to see how durable a prop is. Thank you all for joining me in this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.